some water containers, different type of water containers used for storing water at your home. Now, can you tell me which of these have come into use? Which of these from this picture have come into use more recently? Yes, we use water filter, steel tank and bigger overhead tank. This is steel tank and this is bigger overhead tank for storing the water. So students, can you tell me which material are used for making these different containers? So first picture, see the first picture. Can you see the earthen pots? It is called as the earthen pots. Means what? The first picture is with tap and the other picture is without tap. Without tap are made with the mud. So here first picture you can see here the tap is fitted for this container, and in second picture there is no tap. So water filter and bigger overhead tanks are made of plastic. The tanks and water pots which we call as handa, this is the handa, are made up of metal. It is made up of metal. Students, as we all know, water is life. Every living being needs water. We need water too. Therefore, we have to store water at home so that we can use it whenever we need it. Okay students, in earlier days, brass and copper pots are as well as earthen pots. This is metal pots. This is earthen pots. They are made by using mud. As you all might be having at your home the different name of these pots. In earlier days, brass and copper pots as well as these earthen pots all might be having at your home. You also ask your parents the different name of these pots. Okay students, you ask to your parents what are the different name of these different pots and which material are used for making these pots. People also use to build tanks in their houses. This is the picture of tank to store water. But nowadays, to store water, the container of steel made up of steel is used for storing water. So students, now we will learn how to take care of drinking water. In order to maintain our health and good hygiene, we must have safe drinking water. So contaminated water can cause diseases. So what is mean by contaminated? Here contaminated water. Contaminated water means water that is not pure, means it contains some impurities in it. Therefore, water should be stored carefully. Students, now we will see proper ways to store the water. First one is keeping the water container covered with a well-fitting lid. Here the water container have well-fitted lid and it is covered with that lid. So we should always take special care of the water that we stored for drinking and cooking. It should be properly covered. Covering the container prevents dust and the rubbish for entering the water. Next one is using a long dipper to take out the water. If we dip our hands in the water to take it out, the dirt of your hand will enter the water. So, we should use dipper to take the water. Third one is to have the tap on the container. To have the tap on the container. So, students, this way is the best way because it becomes easier to take the water and also it prevents from the contamination, that is making water impure. And the fourth way is to washing the container well before refilling them again. So when we refilling the containers, we have to wash properly and carefully. When the water in the container is finished, we should wash the container well before refilling it. If we take such a care of drinking water, we get clean and fresh water to drink. When we take proper care of water, we get clean and pure drinking water. So students, do you know water does not become stale? Do you know this? So this water does not become stale. So student, stale means not fresh or new. In Marathi, it is called as shile. Some people believe that previous days drinking water must be thrown away and fresh water stored every day. All people think like this because the previous day's water becomes stale. But this is misconception. Throwing away that water amounts to washing good water, wasting good water. We should use drinking water for other purposes. Means we should use that stale water for bathing, for cleaning utensil, for washing clothes, for gardening. Only if it get dirty due to some reason. Okay students, understood? Now remaining part of the lesson we will see in next video. Thank you.